Hey everyone! Okay, it says that live video is starting, so I'm not sure if I'm already live. Yes, I'm live. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you all are feeling amazing. It's the end of the year, and we are all in the spirit of Christmas. So it's always fun. I hope you all are having your own celebrations with your loved ones, your family, people you haven't seen in a while. I'm sure it's all been going awesome. I know we have selected a serious topic. I mean, it's not really serious. Soul missions are fun. But before I go into the topic, I'm going to talk about some housekeeping rules. So please, to all new members, a warm welcome. Please do check everything on Featured, especially the rules and articles, because it's essential for the group to function if we are all on the same page. So therefore, please have a look at that. And also, I recently shared an article about twin flames as well, the dark night of the soul, twin flame separation. So please check that out too. It's a bit humid in Singapore, even though I have the aircon on, it's still warm. I'm just going to give it a few more minutes before I've got all of you joining in. Please do say hi so that I know you all are here. And please also don't bother about interrupting me. If you have any questions, feel free to interrupt me and ask them. I'll keep watching the comments as well. So maybe we could start with, hi Amber, Merry Christmas to you. Always happy to see you. So how has your Christmas been going? I hope it has been going good. So guys, I'm going to give it a few more minutes before I delve right into the topic. So meanwhile, share with me how your Christmas has been going. I had a few celebrations with my family, with my colleagues at work, and with some friends. So it has been quite exciting. Hi, Teresa. Merry Christmas. I'm so glad you have joined in. I'm so happy to see you all again, like Amber and Teresa. It's just awesome. And MJ is always here. So thank you. Hi, Priya. Merry Christmas to you as well. So actually, you guys can start asking me questions about soul missions as well, so that, you know, when I go into the topic, I can also add in your questions. Hi, Bharati. I'm so happy you are here as well. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hope everyone had fun. Yeah, we all had fun. Hope you had fun too. So for some of you, it is the 26th of December, and for some of you, it's still Christmas. So we are working with so many different timelines. So that's wonderful. I mean, time zones. You see, I travel a lot to different dimensions, so sometimes, you know, there's a slip. Oh, Teresa, thank you. Glad that your Christmas was okay. Yes, you told me you were at work. Oh, okay. Of course, of course. Hi, Jill. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. I'll read out your comment. Merry Christmas. So happy to be here. I had a twin flame check last week with Tessa, and she did confirm my person is my twin. I've been feeling such a shift in a positive way, and I'm letting go of so much. That's wonderful, Jill. That's wonderful to hear that. Gabriella, Merry Christmas. So, okay, we have got 9 of you here. So I think I'll go into the topic right now of soul missions. Okay, what is a soul mission, or what are soul missions? Hi, Gabriella. Merry Christmas. Mahin. Merry Christmas. Oh, I'm so glad you're here as well. So happy to have you all here. And it's fantastic. So I'm trying to get it to 5 minutes and then I'll delve right into the topic. Yes, it's 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, today we have 15 of you all joining in. That is amazing. That is wonderful. All right. So many of y'all would have always felt spiritual since you were born. So you would have always had spiritual awakenings in small doses. Hi, Annalisa. Merry Christmas. So happy to see you. So I'll go back into my topic. So from the point you actually meet your twin flame, and as most of you all here joining me are divine feminines, as you all meet your divine masculine, it is essential to know that every journey is unique and there is no template to follow. But however, there are certain experiences that tend to be similar, and that is the reason why we are all here gathering today to talk about this, right? So it all starts with how aware you are of yourself on different levels. So we are all multidimensional beings. Some of us are aware, some of us are getting there. So you and each one of us will encounter many people whom we may be interested in, but only one person will be our twin. So it's like winning the lottery, right? Yeah, so often when you meet your twin, you will know, so you wouldn't really go on asking for confirmation. But sometimes because 3D is dense, you will tend to ask for confirmation. And once you know you're in this journey for sure, which usually, okay, with twin flame confirmation, it can be very, very tricky because there's so many layers to your soul missions. So it works this way, okay? For instance, we all have our soul missions, right? So some of our soul missions are like those spy movies you watch. There'll be many layers of information, and some would be restricted, some would be protected, some would have fake files as well, so that energies that are not supposed to know about you will not know about you. So that is why it is vital to get a twin flame check by someone who actually knows how to do a twin flame check. So having covered that, I do offer twin flame checks, so you could always book a session with me. I will, at my highest integrity, go through everything I can to confirm whether that person is your twin or not. Okay, and then Teresa has a question. As twin flames, do we choose our soul missions? Also, do we choose before we are born the lives we're born into, or if we were same-sex twins? Okay, twin flames do choose their soul missions. So it all really depends on the set of twin flames as well. Because as twin flames, you would often... Okay, most twin flames, you see, there are a few categories of twin flames, So there are seasoned twin flames. I'll consider myself seasoned because I've incarnated many times with my twin in many, many, many dimensions and planets and civilizations. So I've kind of gone through the phases of separation when we initially united. So there are a group of you guys in this group who experienced that. So that is why reunion with your twin might be much easier because you've already gone through that. But however, because you're on earth and you have to start all over again, there will still be some level of doubt, separation, and all that phases as well. For brand new twin flames, that is twin flames who have incarnated from source and who have done solo missions and who are incarnating into bodies or into dimensions where they're actually meeting their twin for the first time after being born from the cosmic egg, tend to experience a lot more density. The twin flame journey in itself is so confusing and there's so much information about it. So it is often your own responsibility to take what you resonate with. Okay, everything out there is guidance. Everything we provide is also guidance. So your soul knows what is best for you, and always trust the divine on this, because we all have our own personal relationship with God, right? So having said that, always trust the divine on this. So MJ and I had a couple of discussions about this over the week so that we can bring about the best content for you. So I'm going to start with my own experience. I think I did share a bit of my experience in my last life. So I realized, so I met my twin in 2020. I did go through a separation phase, which lasted for almost 2 years. And then after that, we are in union. So I did go through the dark night of the soul, and many of you have been watching my lives would know that this is my first incarnation on earth. So for me, it's the other way around. I'm learning about earth. So like how some of you are learning about the other world, the veil beyond this, I am actually learning about earth. So okay, so soul missions. Okay, most of you twin flames select your missions prior to incarnating on earth, and it's just like how we see it on earth. You have many organizations vibrating in many dimensions, and we actually partake in designing our blueprint, and that is the reason why we have all this separation phase, this, that, and etc. And as you know, Earth is a polarity planet that tends to be dark and light. So if you, I'll just share a bit about Earth's history. There has been many exchanges throughout many centuries. At one point, when Earth was going through its dark age, it was actually controlled by negative beings, and then slowly the positive beings came, and they call it the Devas and Asuras, So now we're at a point where both energies are pretty balanced. However, as Earth is ascending to 5D, it is flowing more towards positivity. So in a couple of years' time, we will actually be a very loving, nurturing, kind, caring planet, and there will be no more wars or diseases or everything. There will be a solution for most of the problems that we are struggling in terms of disparities, global warming, etc. And this is when twin flames come in, because we actually decided to split our divine masculine aspect and divine feminine aspect to actually contribute to Earth in ways that will actually enhance the vibration. And that's why twin flame relationships have a lot of obstacles. You may have your exes popping up. Some people get married forcefully by their family, or a situation where they have to be in a relationship with a karmic or a soulmate, and then it complicates things when they meet their twin. So these are all obstacles, which are kind of created by the darker forces. So to stay hidden as twin flames, that's the reason why we have many layers of protection in our galactic file. Hi Lisa, so happy to see you here. So going back to what I was saying, okay, most psychics actually access your soul information by what they see, right? So so some files are restricted, and only some of us who are actually part of the organization that holds the soul records have actually access to the restricted files as well. And I happen to be in the council, so I'm able to actually access those files, and that's the reason why I'm able to do deep layer readings. And there's always a level of protection by the divine. So even when I share the information, somehow it's only for your ears only and your eyes only, because everything works with energy frequencies, right? So example, I'm telling you about something, and I try to protect this with a high level frequency, so only for those who need to hear this information will hear it. So this is a constant play between the dark and light forces. So having said that, your soul mission. Okay, so I'm going to go into what kind of soul missions one can be involved in. Most twin flames would be involved in soul missions which deal with humanity and fellow star seeds. So you may be involved in careers such as nursing, medicine, science, law and enforcement, running schools, running organizations. You will be holding significant leadership roles and positions that will be able to influence a group of people or groups of people. So if you aren't a twin, you will probably be on another journey. So just because you're not a twin doesn't mean you don't have a soul journey or a soul blueprint. Okay, twin flames are just unique because our masculine aspect is separated, so like my masculine is doing something that is opposite to me but still contributing to humanity. So that's what makes us whole. For some twins, they might be doing something really similar. So ultimately, you would be involved in a joint project that will enhance humanity. But being in union actually transforms the energetic fields. So that is the reason why they say twin flame sex is so potent, because you actually influence the rainbow bridge. Rainbow bridge is a term that you can YouTube or Google. So basically, when every union happens between a set of twin flames, the energy frequency increases. And that is the reason why it's so important to choose your connections wisely. And it's wise to actually wait for your twin flame than going into another relationship and corrupting your energies as well. But having said that, for some of you all who have incarnated on earth many times, you may have karmic connections to complete. So karmic cycles to complete. So with that, you may have to have that relationship. So there's starseed twin flames, and there are twin flames who have been on earth for a very long time but in separation for many lifetimes. So the new group of starseed twin flames are twin flames like me, who this is our first incarnation on earth, and we are here solely on mission. So I was born being aware of my mission, and of course, due to 3D density, I had to go through my own dark night of the soul and this and that. So that's why I have to split you guys into two categories. So for some of you all, like for some of the readings I've been doing over the last couple of months, some of the twin flames I've worked with, I hear have had not much issues when it came to being in union. They have been high school lovers, and they came here to contribute something, and then they eventually fulfill their mission. And of course, they do have the separation phase, but not as intense as for those in the other category, which is the new twin flames who are uniting for the first time. So for twin flames like myself, I already had my union in another planet with my twin flame long ago, So after that, we have only been doing missions. Okay, now I'm going to read the questions. How do you figure out which mission? You can always get a reading from me. I do channel the ninth dimension, and I'll be able to tell you what your mission is. You can also meditate and ask your spirit guides or the divine for guidance on it. Yeah. Happy holidays, Rhonda. So happy to see you here. Yeah, so starseed monadic twin flames are the ones who are here on missions. So for that category, things will be a little less complicated. Like most of the time, you wouldn't have too many human relationships to complicate your essence. And due to that, you wouldn't actually be taking in, because every connection you have with someone sexually actually takes on the energies. So when you actually meet your twin flame, you have to actually get rid of all the energies, and that's why the separation phase takes longer. So in other words, the purer you are, the quicker the union. And also there will be a lot of tests. So for instance, you're super pure, but then you meet your twin flame and you are in separation. Then there'll be a lot of temptations from the opposite sex. I mean, from people you're interested in, and they will tend to make a move on you, like tend to tempt you away from this path of pure union. So yeah, so you may want to. That's why it's so vital to actually focus on yourself during the separation phase, because separation phase is not for you to actually get back on your twin flame. Separation phase is actually to ask God, which I'm actually going to repeat what MJ had just said. Ask God to put you on your soul mission. Yes, and MJ just said, I asked God to put me on my soul mission, and it just fell on my lap like a puzzle right after. So this is what happens. Prior to meeting your twin flame, you will have this yearning to know what your soul mission is. So you will be actually crying out, begging God, and then God, divine, will guide you. And your first part of activation will start. And then the second activation starts when you actually meet your person in the third dimension. So that's how it works. And you will, and the thing is, your soul mission knowledge will come to you not all at once. It will come to you in phases, like what you need to know at this point of time, what you need to know at this point of time. So it flows in divine timing with divine meaning. So that is the reason why for some who may not be on a twin flame journey may actually be confused. Of course, even if you are not on a twin flame journey, you still do have a soul mission. But then you may... You see, the thing about, I have spoken about this in all my other videos as well. You just know when you meet your twin flame. There will be this, it's just different to lust, to human love. It's this feeling of pureness. It's this feeling of time stopping. It's like this chill feeling, you get. Not too much hoo-ha, not too much. Actually, everything else follows through one separation. See, you will be able to find out if your twin is really your twin during separation phase, because separation phase is like rebirth. It's like you go through hell, you go through the lowest hell, and you actually learn a lot about yourself, like dark night of the soul, and then after that, you come out feeling completely activated. And then you will come to a point where you're no longer even seeing your twin flame as how how 3D love is designed. You just know, oh, this is my person. You just feel it. You don't even put the label on anymore. You don't even have that label. You won't call yourself, oh, that's my twin. Your person is just your person. And further to it, you wouldn't be chasing symptoms, or you wouldn't be constantly obsessing over Googling up on the phases and all that. You will just go with the flow. So if you're not together, so be it. If you're together, so be it. So when you reach that level of enlightenment, self-awareness, you know that you are going to be in union with your twin in the physical. So I'm going to actually touch a bit on soul gifts. So every twin flame has unique soul gifts. So it could be something like the invisibility cloak, for instance, where you can actually invoke it and be invisible to people. Or you can have the gift of shining star, so wherever you go, you'll always be the star, you will be the center of attention. Gifts. And then of course all of your clairs will be activated, but one or two of your clairs, like claircognizance and clairsentience, may be the strongest. So please, in the comments, do share with me the special gifts that you have. Like my gifts are, I'm able to travel through any dimension, space, time, no time, antimatter, matter, material, planets, everything. So that's one of my gifts, and that's the reason why I'm able to navigate through my readings, able to offer that service to you all. My other gifts includes a remote viewing, which I use it with responsibility. Someone once asked me, do you go and check on your twin when he's not with you? I don't. In fact, I don't even read my twin's mind because I respect his privacy at all times. Sometimes with great responsibility, with great power comes great responsibility. So throw your gifts in. I would love to hear what are some of your gifts. I'm going to take a sip of water. I've been going on for like 27 minutes. Yeah, some of the other gifts would include just being able to read energies, to be able to sense something. But all of this will be in alignment with your soul mission. So example, like for me, I'm a lawyer, right? So I have gifts that actually help me in my legal profession, and because I'm also a psychic, my gifts also help me with my psychic ability. Teresa says, my intuition is gift. I'm also empathic, and I suspect I could develop them. Of course, all gifts has got highest potential that you could keep developing. So for a lot of people, you may start with astral travel, but then for a lot of people, astral traveling may be draining. It requires a lot of energy. So you may start FaceTiming to the different dimensions, so that will be less energetic. So I'm going to use a very 3D example. So instead of flying down to Amsterdam to attend a meeting, I can actually FaceTime or Zoom the meeting. So that requires lesser energy. All right, Samantha, I feel that I connect emotionally, but never knew why I would just call someone until they confirm. Yes, that's telepathy, which is great. Teresa says she senses negative energy and pull back from others when it's dark energy. Yes, that's another superpower you guys have. Keep it coming, guys. This is so fun. Also, do throw in your questions, because I did promise a 15-minute free reading session for whoever who asks me, a 1-question psychic reading as well. So if you have any questions, throw it in and I will answer them. Yes, and okay, so talking about soul missions on earth, so you may be involved in an organization that it's fighting to reduce poverty. You may be involved in organizations where you help victims who have no voice. I'm going to share what MJ shares. I channel my guides, Jesus and AA Metatron. I channel God. I read energies through words. I have all the class, premonitions, visions, night astral travel, reads minds if someone is in front of me. That's amazing. That's what exactly I'm talking about, guys. Twin flames tend to carry a whole a whole bag of gifts, actually, to the point that you will no longer even, yeah, it just comes naturally to you. Oh, Lisa, that's fantastic. Empath, and my intuition is very strong. I predict things and they come true. That's fantastic. You have the gift of foresight, which is very, very, very useful, actually. Yeah, I do share those gifts too. Yeah. In fact, the deeper you go into this journey, you will activate more gifts and you will have a great time. Things will become much easy. Like I stay on 5D and above most of the time. I only come down to 3D when I'm working because I do have to connect with human energies, and I don't visit the lower dimensions unless I have to. Like for my mediumship reading, sometimes I'll have to go to the in between place to channel messages for my clients. But most of the time, I am living on higher dimensions constantly, and that's pretty cool. Okay. There's a question. Jay is scared to come forward because how she thinks I might respond. Oh, yes, that is 3D, 3D inhibitations, 3D creates doubt, 3D makes you feel all that you're feeling. If you connect to your higher self, you'll get more guidance. I can feel and read energy, feel everyone's energy and emotions, read the room, very intuitive, empathic. That's wonderful, Ember. And Samantha, we are in separation. He's with karmic and me, soulmate. Okay, is that a question? Okay, and then usually soul missions are in the ninth dimension. And the thing about the ninth dimension is there is no more dense energies at all. Like actually, fifth dimension onwards, there's no density. But then there's still a level of like there's still a level of matter going on, and that's the reason why ninth D is very, very sacred, and that's where divine mission plans are held. Eighth D is where the soul blueprint is created. Ah, Samantha, I wish I could say what you want to hear, but he is actually happy with his karmic, and it will take time. Like how I'd mentioned earlier on, for some twin flames, because you guys have incarnated on earth many times, you tend to have a lot of karmics and soulmates, and you have to complete your cycles with them. So Samantha, he needs to complete his cycle with his karmic, which may not happen in the time frame you are expecting it to happen. Oh, hi, Anna. I'm afraid your person is healing at his own time, and unfortunately, there is nothing much you can do. You can focus on yourself and you can keep praying to God. And besides that, it's really up to you. You can wait if you want to, but you are 34, and of course, I understand how much you would want to have a family, your own children, etc. So I would suggest that if you want to be practical, find someone else, because twin flame unions can take anywhere between 2 years to 100 years if our human lifespan allows. What I meant to say is 20 to 30 years. Hi, Rupali. Okay, Gabriella has got a question. My twin flame, Albie, and I, can you see where our energy is right now? Yes, I can. The energies are a bit The energies are a bit dense at the moment. And because of that, it is necessary to actually let go a little. You guys have to detach because there is no balance in energies at the moment. And I'm getting a lot of messages. Just a second, I have to reply to this message. All right. Soul mission. Okay. I'm going to take a pause on the questions for the moment. Rhonda, I will actually answer you personally in a moment. In fact, those of y'all I miss out now, if I feel I will actually respond to you because I'm going to go back on soul missions because soul missions. Today's topic is about soul missions, and I feel like there are certain points that I didn't cover in detail. So, the connection between your soul mission and divine are like a must. Everything else you think that is your soul mission, which is not from your divine, is not a soul mission. It's probably something from the dark side trying to get you off the path. And because of that, it is essential for you all to actually deeply meditate on your soul mission. You can always do a soul report with me to find out about who you are on the level of soul. Like many of my clients did a soul report, and I've had awesome reviews. And the best part is some of the information you already know. And every reading is also a healing and an activation. So I actually open up your latent gifts as well. So I also do a special reading on the ninth dimension. So I'll be able to actually guide you through your current soul mission as well. And okay, so an example of a 90 soul mission reading would be like this. Okay, so I'll be like, okay, for instance, I'll be like, your current career may not be in alignment with your initial soul mission. So I would probably advise you to change careers, for instance. Or I may tell you that you should focus on this aspect of your life because this is your soul mission. Example, your soul mission could be to go and help out children in third world countries, for instance. And of course, helping out doesn't mean you quit everything, you get on a plane and you're actually going there. It could be something as simple as running an organization or being a part of an organization that actually develops study materials for these kids. So that could be a soul mission. So you're enhancing positive energy. So you can be anywhere. So you would have noticed a lot of twin flames tend to travel extensively because every time you travel, you're actually balancing the energies in different parts of Earth. So there was, prior to me meeting my twin and after meeting my twin, I'd been traveling so much and I always felt that it's not always felt, I know it's the plan of, it's a divine calling for me to travel to all these places, not only for the sake of my 3D mission, but also as part of my soul mission, because every time I go to that place, I help balance a certain aspect of the energetic field there. So, in fact, next week I'll go deeper into what the different dimensions are. I will go through what every dimension is from the first dimension to the 12th dimension and I will also suggest tips and places where you can actually connect. So example, if you want to connect with 3D, you can actually like dance to salsa and stuff, that actually activates 3D dimensions more. And then there's some chants which helps you connect with the 12D. So I will go in detail next week. And yes, like what MJ says, under special, you can actually read more about this. I'll also try to write an article about soul dimensions in detail. Gabriella, how you asked me how can I book one of those readings? I've actually, I'll post the link after this video. So you will be able to book one of my readings. You can always visit my file under albums and you can choose what reading you want and you can book me through there. Yes, I also have a special mini soul report pinned under featured. Okay, I'm just going to take 2 more questions because I promised you all. Okay. Jackie asked me anything my person John wants me to know. John wants you to know that he needs more time to heal, so be patient with him. Yeah, that's what John wants you to know, Jackie. And everything will be all right. And Amber, how is Jay currently feeling? You're always yearning for that. Don't worry. Jay is feeling very confused at the moment as of now, and that is due to the holiday season and the year is ending. That will shift. You just have to give it some time. Okay, and I'll take Nicole's question. Every time I'm physically with my twin, he pulls away for a few weeks. Anything he wants me to know. That's the runner chaser phase. And they don't mean it, but energetically, when your energies are too strong, they tend to pull away. And your energies have been too strong and that is the reason why he pulls away. And then when your energies are less stronger, he comes back in. That's what happens. All right, I'm going to wrap up this session. I'm going to just think about what else I might have missed out on soul missions. Okay, so okay, the thing about my reports are I will try to make it as practical as possible so that you're able to apply it to your daily life. Because what's the point of getting a mystical report which you can't even apply? So I translate all the information into something that's applicable for your life. So you can always book a Zoom session with me and I can go into detail exactly. Because to me, when I go into your soul records, it's like I'm watching a movie. And this movie is not a 3D movie. This is like a movie where all of my senses. So in the readings I've done, I've actually experienced souls dying, being in their mother's womb, being killed in war, and that used to take me down in the early stages when I started doing readings. And that is the reason why soul reports tend to take me longer than other reports, because I really have to spend more time. Yes, Amber, I'm really looking forward to doing your report. And as I was saying that I need to spend a lot of time, and I don't believe in giving reports that are not full. So yeah, some reports can even take me several hours, even a day, and that is why. So for guys who haven't received your soul reports, please be patient, because I want to give you the best report, and all my clients always say it's worth the wait, because this is information of your soul and of your incarnations, and I will pick out so many things that you already know and things that you may not know but will help you in your present life. And that special report I do on galactic missions, that has also been a hit, because for my clients who have been with me for many years, they do that report to learn more about what their mission is on Earth, and it has I get excellent reviews on that. So that is something that you may, and that report takes me quite a while as well, because some reports can go on for several pages. So it might be this amazing 5-page essay that you may be reading on your life. So because I view things like a movie, I may actually go into very in-depth detail of your soul movie, your soul plan, your soul mission, etc. Oh, thanks, Jackie. Oh, I'll read out a comment. My healing was a few days. Yes, and that is the reason why I do my healings for several days as well, because I don't believe in overwhelming your energies by giving you, especially with those twin flame healings, which I also have a special for Christmas Day. You can check it out on my file. So sometimes some healings may even go past 4 or 5 days, some even 10. For my in-depth healings, it can even go for more than 2 weeks, because I don't want to rush anything with you all. Please do ask me any more questions if you have about my healings or readings. I'll be happy to answer them here as well. Oh, thanks, Anna. Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy to take you in as my client. Yes. So yeah, do check out my file and you can book a reading with me. Thank you, Lisa. I'm so glad your healing has been amazing. It's been, and Jackie as well. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. And yes, Lisa, I'm so excited to deliver your reports to you. It is, I can promise you, it's worth the wait. I usually don't delay. I stick to timelines. And if I delay, it's really because there was more work I needed to do. And that is the reason why. Even with like those 3D channeling of your twin, special messages from your twin as well, sometimes your twin just blocks me out. So I really need to connect again at a time, because I'm reading their mind in different dimensions. So if they don't give me permission, I can't. And often their higher self would, but then their higher self would advise me, can you try another day? So that's why there's a delay as well. And all my reports are very unique. It's 100% channeled and everything is original. So yes. Oh, thank you, Samantha. That's wonderful. Yes, I will definitely write an article soon about soul missions as well, so that you guys will understand more in detail as to what I explained. And I'm really looking forward to next week's live, because I'm going to talk about all the different dimensions, and that's going to be amazing. And I think you guys would learn so much. And please, guys, I'm available for bookings and for readings and healings. And you can always message me about the timelines and I'll advise you accordingly. Most of your readings would be delivered within 72 hours. If there's a delay, you can always ask me and I will advise you on why there's a delay. Oh, thank you, Bharati. I had a 3D reading and the message was a yes, yes, yes. That's wonderful. I'm so glad that they were amazing. Yeah, that's another gift of mine. I can actually read minds in all dimensions. But I've learned over the years to actually tune out as well. Yes, the dimensions, they are wonderful. Then at least you will know, how I've been channeling all my information. I'll go in detail. I might even write an article prior. Oh, I think I'll do live first and write an article. So anyone else has any more questions about the services I offer, please ask me and I'll be happy to answer them. Yes, dimensions are cool. I'm very blessed. Thanks to God, I have that gift to travel through any dimension and yeah, any stream of existence. It's like a fountain of knowledge. Yeah, it's amazing. It's truly amazing. And I'm going to wrap up soon. And please, if you have any questions, you can always DM me and you can always book me for a private reading as well. And I hope you all have a fantastic weekend and Merry Christmas. And I can't wait to see you all next week, which is going to be a special New Year weekend. And I think talking about dimensions will be such a great topic, because that will really bring you through a journey on its own. So I'm super excited. And for all of you, I wish you guys a very merry Christmas. And 2022 is I accept payments through PayPal. at the moment. I mean, you can go to my website if you need to make a credit card payment or something. I may be able to create a link for you, but at this stage, PayPal will be the best. But if you want other methods of payment, you can always DM me and we'll arrange something. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gabriella. What was your question again? And I will finish it for you. Hi, Jackie. I would really like the twin flame check, but it's going to be a while. Do you have anything close to that? Merry Christmas. Yeah, I'll think about it. Maybe we could take this conversation over direct messaging. Then we can discuss what may work well. I'm going to go and look at Gabriella. Gabriella's message. You can tell me which part I ended, and then yes, your energies. Oh yes, now I remember. Yeah, so energetically there's a lot of push and pull energies right now, and I think my suggestion or advice to you would be to let go and pull back and do your own stuff. That will really get LB to actually come back to you. So remember this, the more you detach, the more they will be drawn to you. The more you're attached, they will tend to run. Hope that answers your question. And okay, there are two more pointers that I want to actually add before I close this session. You have to talk to God. You have to communicate to the divine, like divine, to be able to understand where you are on your soul mission. You have to really cry out to God to find out what your soul mission is. And in terms of finding soul missions, I can always guide you, but you can always ask God yourself as well. So I will write this all in detail. And also about developing your gifts. You can always connect to the divine and meditate more. And this will enhance your gifts quickly and safely. So that you know that your energies are 100% from source. You know why there are negative souls and positive souls? Actually, there is no judgment at all. Positive souls are connected to God. Negative souls get their energy from others. So it goes like this, all right? So divine. You're a positive soul when you get your energy from the divine, which is unlimited. So negative souls are souls that have lost their path with God. So they tend to get energies through stadiums, and that's the reason why, there's a lot of energy harvesting that takes place. So that it's not negative per se. It's just how, and these are the people who are called energy vampires and stuff. There's no judgment, and they can always choose to get energy from God because that is that one unlimited divine source. Hey, hi, Melinda. That is fantastic. I'm loving all the books. Okay, and then Jessica, I have a question. Why I feel chills whenever I pray to God or trying to have kind of a conversation with Him? Okay, when you're talking to God, if you feel positive and enlivened, you're talking to God. If you are feeling scared or anything else, then maybe you're connecting to a source which might not be God. So you will be the best person to know that. Or you can book a private session. I can find out for you what it is. Yay! I'm so happy to see all of y'all here. It's great. And thank you again for joining me, even though it's Christmas Day for a lot of you, and you're probably with your friends and family celebrating. For those of you on a different time zone, I know it's Boxing Day, and please enjoy boxing your gifts. You can always purchase a reading for your loved one too, a surprise reading. And Let me see if I have anything else that I need to talk about, and then I'll end the session. Yeah. You're welcome, Lisa. I'm excited to deliver to you all the reports as well. I love doing soul reports because it just transforms lives. It just, like when I had my first soul report, it just confirmed things I already knew. Like, this is my first life on earth, and I am Mintakan, and Melinda is like, you're doing readings. No, I'm not doing readings. I mean, I did a few in between here. I'm just sharing my own experience when I first had my soul report with my teacher like 10, 12 years ago. Hey there, Brian. I feel okay. Do you have any questions for me? Oh, it's 4 a.m. here, Anna. Thanks for staying awake. I appreciate that. I keep trying to do different timings every week. Like last week, I had a timing at 8, like 2 hours before. Um, I'm in Singapore, so it's 11:56 a.m. now. We are hitting noon in 4 minutes. Yeah, the spirit of Christmas is so exciting and fun. And it's my favorite time of the year. It's truly, truly my favorite time of the year. It's just that, you see, this is what, and again, talking about energies, when you're connected to God, you have ever flowing energy. You will never feel tired, actually. And for those who actually connect to other energy sources, energies tend to be limited. So unlimited versus limited. You connect to God, you get unlimited. You connect to other sources, the energies are limited. So that's the whole different levels of energy. So it goes back to the whole ecosystem, right? How plants get energies from the sun, and then we are secondary consumers. That is the reason why being vegan is good, being vegetarian is good, because you get direct energy from the plant. When you eat like meat or anything, then it becomes secondary and tertiary energy. So this is how energies work in very technical ways. And we all enjoy food. And when you eat food with awareness, you are healthy and happy, and you shine brightly. And then another thing is, after meeting your twin, your diet will change as well. You will tend to eat more high energy foods because your body will cry out to those foods. And of course, sometimes you will crave low energy foods too. That sometimes that is to ground your energies. But yeah, the essence of high energy food is actually because it gives you more energy. That's why I go jogging in the sun almost every day, because I get my energy from the sun. I also get my energies from water. That's why connecting with Earth's elements is a good way to recharge yourself. Jogging in the sun is good. I'm very blessed. I live near the beach. It's just 2 minutes walk away. Lately I've just been swamped with work, so I've not been able to go to the beach. I take a dip once in a while. That's beautiful. And I'm in Takan, so we have to live near the water. It's just it's just my soul thing. And I love hiking as well. In fact, my twin and I, we love hiking a lot. And yeah, pretty much this is how you recharge yourself. High energy foods, connecting with the different elements. Fire meditation is also good. That means you lit up a candle and you just focus on the candle. That is a good way to meditate. I will definitely do another live on meditation maybe in 2022. So next week is going to be about dimensions, and then the following week it's going to be about meditation and how to energize yourself. So we'll talk about energies. And I think there are no more questions. Are there any more questions? I'm going to give it 3 more minutes. And then I'm going to end. Oh, Melinda, it's 10. Oh, it's 10. I see, and it's 11:56 in Canada. That is fantastic. So fun. All of you all are from all over the world, and it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, I try to. That's the reason why I try to do different timings. Okay. In summary, if you want to find out about your soul mission, please connect to yourself, your higher self, God, and you will be guided. You really, really, really have to surrender. And that's what the twin flame journey does. It makes you surrender to the divine, like completely. Yes, just like how you love your twin, that is how you love God as well, and that's why it's divine love. And when it's not, it's probably karmic or soulmate or new connection or something else. So, yeah. So examples of soul missions would be anything. It could be something as simple as just being a botanist, and growing plants, to being a teacher in a school. They are all soul missions because you are impacting and curating and inspiring the minds of the young. So every job is significant. So knowing your soul mission will actually help you walk on the right path. Most of you are already on the right path. Sometimes, because of Earth and the 3D energies that surround around it, you may tend to walk off your path. And when your twin flame comes in, things get a bit complicated, but that is how it's designed. The dark night of the soul is for you to completely reset so that you can attune and tune yourself with higher energies. And that's how it works. All right, guys, see you all next week. A very very Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Enjoy your time with your family because that is the most important thing you can do on earth. Creating more lovable moments with your loved ones because this is that's going to be with you. And generate happiness, kindness, love. Be the ripple of kindness you can be. So for every kind act, there's going to be a multitude of kind acts. So please, if you can show kindness, just show kindness to the world. If you are sad, deal with it yourself. Yes, guys, have a blessed Christmas and happy holidays. And do contact me if you want a paid session. Love you all. And there are other readers as well. You can check out the albums too. Take care. Love you all. And have a very happy Christmas. Bye-bye.